I would say we're in second phase of this business. What it should be telling us is the new currency for media is data.
I'm Stephanie Paterik, editor-in-chief of The Current, and I am so pleased to have Lisa Valentino, president of Best Buy Ads, in the studio today.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
Thanks for coming in. So you are within your first year in your new role at Best Buy. Tell me, what are you obsessing about right now?
Oh my God, we don't have enough time, Stephanie. I am obsessing about just the whole idea of retail media. So much of my background was platform and streaming and television, and there's so much goodness in that whole media ecosystem, but there's a whole other layer that I think retail and commerce media bring to the table. And so I am very much going to school on all things retail.
So let's talk about the Best Buy customer for a minute.
Sure.
I was shocked to find out the percentage of customers who are buying online and then going to the store to pick up. How are you making the most of that customer journey?
Yeah, it's eye-opening, right?
It is. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Although I do it.
Right. Well, if you think about it, and I wonder if this is a post-COVID behavior, but customers want instant satisfaction. We all do, right? We make a purchase. We've been trained by other platforms and environments. And so we see with curbside and in-store, on average, 40% of customers will pick up. The interesting thing, so I don't know if you have young kids in your house, if you have gamers in your house, but we had a Nintendo Switch 2 moment 2 weeks ago, a week ago. But we did the pre-order for the Switch 2, and 70% of all pre-orders were midnight pickup in store. So it's really just interesting when you get inside of tech culture.
Yeah.
And by the way, we haven't done a midnight pickup drop in years. We used to do it all the time.
Right.
And so you're going to see that come back because consumers, it was all over social media, just the lines and the momentum and the culture around that.
I have a 9-year-old son who is big into gaming, and I know several parents who took their kids to wait in line at Best Buy to pick up the Switch 2, and it took me back to the 90s and aughts. Black Fridays, going shopping at midnight with my mom, right?
There's when you use the data signals from the customer, which we have a good fortune of a very large first-party data graph. We see about 80% of the U.S. population. We see all of the transaction behavior off of that graph. So we can tie 93% of all transactions in-store, in-app, online to our graph. It starts to create really interesting opportunities. So you talked about how do you pay that off?
Yeah.
93% of all Starbucks and McDonald's are within a 1-mile radius of a Best Buy. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
And you can start to think about how you might pay off or enrich those journeys. All of these other adjacent categories are looking to disrupt.
Yeah.
Right? If you are trying to tap into the NFL audience, there's certain doors you've gone through for years. I was one of them in my former career, in my former life at Disney.
Yeah.
You have to find new doors.
Yeah. Something that comes to mind is the importance of partnerships. And as you're looking for those synergistic brands, are you teaming up with Starbucks? Are you teaming up with the NFL?
Yeah, the answer is yes. That's a big reason why I'm here this week. We're having really interesting conversations on the partner front. I think in the next 4 to 6 months, you will hear a lot from us on the partner front.
You mentioned your Disney experience. I feel like you had an iconic run there.
Yeah.
What did you learn from that you've taken with you into this new role?
Everything is informed by the consumer. And I was at Disney for 12 years, all in. The last 4 to 5 were super meaningful because we re-signaled the company around the customer. And the go-to-market for the Disney portfolio, which they're executing today, is all about a data-led, technology-informed go-to-market. Retail media offers, I think, an even greater opportunity because of the type of data we sit on, because of the transaction, the proximity to the transaction that at a Disney we never could get close to. At Best Buy, 50% of our revenue comes from off-site activity. It's a really interesting data point because most RMNs are monetizing their on-site supply.
Yeah.
And so there was a recognition very early on. Best Buy was very early in retail media. There was a recognition that if we could use our data to inform off-site supply, like CTV, like social, we could drive incrementality. So I would say we're in second phase of this business. I think you're seeing, even along this Quissette, a lot of retail companies.
I've noticed that.
I took a lot of video this morning as I was walking here.
They are out.
You know, and so you're seeing the financial services, you know, companies lean in and others. And what it should be telling us is the new currency for media is data.
I think that's a perfect final word.
Okay.
Lisa,
Thanks for
I'm
having
so
me.
appreciative of you coming by during a very busy time.
Yeah, happy to
and
be
congrats on the newish gig.
Thank you.
I
Good luck
hope you
this
come
week.
back. Thank you.
Thanks.